Life. There are 4 things that make up life: your birth, death, paying taxes, and watching the CONCACAF Champions League every single spring. Well, guys, it's that time of the year. The CONCACAF Champions League draw is finally here, and we have our wonderful chef's kiss matchup of the round of 16 with your boy Jason's favorite team, LAFC, in it. So, it's not going to be biased. So, anyways, I'm going to be looking over to the matches. I'm going to be giving my opinion and who I think is going to move on. And I'm going to leave my predictions on who is going to win this entire tournament. This is 100% truth. No false. It's going to be all truth. It's going to play out and just pan out like a puzzle piece. Shall we begin?
And welcome to the official draw of the 2023 edition of this region's most important club competition, the Scotiabank CONCACAF Champions League.
Violet. Austin.
For our first matchup, we have Violette from Haiti against Austin FC. Austin FC, I'm be honest with you, probably shouldn't have been here. So Austin FC was the highest points. It was against NYCFC. Honestly, it wouldn't have mattered whether it was NYCFC or Austin. But I feel like, in my opinion, I would rather see Austin. I don't know. NYCFC, I don't really trust them with their intern coach. And they did lose Castellanos, which is like 90% of their goals, especially like last season. But hey, we got Austin FC in this. We got Violette. Now, I don't know much about Violette, but what I do know is that Austin FC is probably going to beat them. I'll just be honest with you. Now, if Austin FC are this explosive team, just like how brilliant they were in this MLS season, going deep into the MLS Cup playoffs, then honestly, they could probably go deep into this tournament as well.
Tauro. Leon.
Next, we have Club Leon against Taru. Guys, honestly, I would say Club Leon should absolutely move on. But honestly, kind of like another Mexican side that I'm gonna talk about later, Club Leon has kind of been struggling. Really aren't the same team as they are now. So, I mean, I would say it could be anyone's game, but this is Taru, and I really don't know what this is. It's none of those big, high, talented clubs that I know. Club Leon against Austin FC, I could see that, but I don't know. If Taru flips the switch and proves everyone wrong, I wouldn't be surprised, because, I can't remember the last time when Club Leon was actually good after they lost against Atlas in that final.
Tigres. Orlando City.
Next, we have a great matchup. It's Tigres against Orlando City. Tigres coming back to this competition after winning it. I'm going to be honest with you. Keep it straight to the point like I did with Club Leon's matchup. Tigres is moving on, okay? Orlando City, unless if they make like a super transfer like we did, like LAFC, what we did, I don't know. I don't see them moving on. It would probably take a monumental just performance from them, and Facundo Torres would probably have to be prime Ronaldo if he wants this team to move on. Just basically, in conclusion, I don't really see Orlando moving on. I mean, Tigres are just so dominant. They have Gignac, they have Guzman, they have Flores. I mean, if Liga MX was like a team, but not also an all-star, it'd be Tigres. Tigres have like unlimited money. They're like the PSG of this Liga MX team. So, yeah, I don't know. Orlando's got to have something up their sleeve. They got to do a magic trick better than pulling out a bunny out of a bucket hat or whatever. Just, they have to be top notch. But this is Orlando. I mean, they couldn't even beat Montreal in the playoffs. And, I mean, they struggled throughout this whole season. And let's be honest, I'd rather see Sacramento Republic. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I don't know. maybe they can prove us wrong, but I don't see Orlando moving on.
Pachuca, Motagua,
And next we have Motagua against Pachuca. I don't see him moving on. I mean, this is Pachuca. They literally just won Liga MX like last week. So I just don't see them moving on. Pachuca, man, they're on a whole nother level. I don't know. They've just been so interesting to watch, but at the same time, they did go against Toluca, and I don't really trust them. So, yeah, take that with a grain of salt. But despite that, I still think Pachuca's winning. They got some good players.
Vancouver, Real España,
Next, we have Real España against Vancouver Whitecaps. Let's be honest. I'm pretty sure, unless if you live outside of Vancouver, like if you're in Canada, unless if you live outside of Vancouver, you probably wanted Toronto FC to be in this. Like, come on, man. Let's be honest. Bernadeschi, Insigne. I was gonna say Carlos Jose, but he's not Toronto anymore. Come on, man. Why they gotta remove him, bro? But let's be honest. Like I said, Bernadeschi, Insigne, and CONCACAF Champions League, that would have been 20 times better than Vancouver. Let's be honest. Vancouver ain't making it far. But I will say this, on the brighter note for them, they will make it out of the round of 16. Real España, I don't know. Listen, guys, when it comes to the CONCACAF League teams, these Central American teams, yes, they put up a fight, but I'm just not convinced with them. Unless if you get maybe of an Olympia from 2020, but then again, it's 2020. Lots of things have changed, especially the real world. I'm pretty sure everyone knows that at this point. I mean, COVID's gone too, so it doesn't really matter. So, yeah, honestly, I see Vancouver moving on. I mean, yeah, they're a bit of a weak side. I mean, MLS this year's tournament, I mean, it's like 50-50, but I don't know. I still see Vancouver moving on, but okay, Vancouver, at least they go out by an MLS team, and that MLS team is LAFC.
Los Ángeles, Alajuelense,
Because our matchup for the round of 16 is against LA. They played in 2021. I still can't pronounce their names, but Alajuelense. No, I still can't. Alajuelense. Alajuelense. Something like that. But hey, we go up against the Costa Rican team. Our quest to go to the road of glory. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm not trying to sound biased, but we should respect our opponents, Alajuelense. But honestly, man, this should be a walk in the park. To be honest, until maybe the semifinals or even the finals, I would say, depending on how Philadelphia does on the offseason or what Atlas we're getting as well in the offseason, I don't really see much of a challenge for LAFC. I'll be honest with you. But that's for our prediction to who's going to win. That's for more later. Back to our matchup, Alajuelense. Yeah, like I said, not trying to sound rude to Alajuelense, but I mean, this LAFC team is just too OP. Buanga, literally Arango, Apoku, Carlos Vela. I mean, Teo. I mean, the list just keeps going on. I mean, I didn't even say Bale. Bro literally was the reason why we won MLS Cup. Like, the mental game is just insane for him. Even though he only gets like 10 minutes of playing time. But, dude, that's beside the point. Man has the mind, and when he is putting his mind onto the game, my man is dangerous. So, yeah, like I said, if you couldn't tell by the biasness and how much I'm literally praising my team, yeah, I see LAFC moving on.
Atlas, Olimpia,
And then we go to Olympia versus Atlas. Guys, when it comes to tournaments, there always has to be a fall guy. And that's why I'm saying Atlas has to be the fall guy. Olympia, I don't know, man. Like, they just won the thing. And when it comes to Olympia versus Atlas, listen, Atlas, they've been struggling, honestly. Since they won the 2 champions in a row, since Campeones Cup, I mean, they've just been looking like a disaster club, a mess of a club. Unless if the offseason changes for everything, literally everything that's been going on this Apertura season. Like I said, there always has to be a fall guy in this tournament. And honestly, I'm going to be the first to say this. I don't know, I haven't watched Ryan Anderson's video, but I'm going to say Alice doesn't move on. I think Olympia is going to shock the whole world. Get it? But like I said, on the serious note, I think Olympia is going to move on. I mean, they literally won the CONCACAF League. I mean, fresh off of that, they're brilliant. I mean, Atlas, they're literally the opposite of that. Yes, they won the champions, but that felt like 20 years ago. And now they just been look so dreaded and dead. And like I said, unless the offseason changes, I don't really see Atlas moving on. I feel like Olympia is going to be the underdog and move on.
Alianza. Philadelphia.
And finally, we have Alianza against Philadelphia Union. Alianza, listen, yes, these guys are like the guys that will not go down without a fight. Same as the Philadelphia Union. But hey, I don't know. I think it's going to be a close matchup. And honestly, I think the last time these guys were here was 2019. So a long time ago. So I don't think the same idea. And I'm pretty sure some of their key players that were in that 2018, 2019 don't quit until we are literally beaten the last second by literally the champions of the tournament. It's going to be a close matchup, but I think I still see the Philadelphia Union moving on. But it's going to be a close one and probably a challenge for the Philadelphia Union. Now, guys, just like what I do with the CONCACAF Champions League draw, I will do my predictions 100% true. There is no bias. There is no incorrection. I've done this for basically every single one for about 2 years. Can't believe I've said 2 years. Saying 2 years is kind of scary. Saying 2021 was 2 years ago. Saying that freshman year for me was 2 years ago. Really scary, guys. I'm not ready to grow up. I'm really not, guys. Can I just go back to making those videos, like with other Pixel Gun 3D YouTubers? I should really go back to making that Pixel Gun 3D series because I haven't finished it. I mean, not finished it, but I haven't continued it, I guess. But like I said, quarterfinals, I think it's going to be Austin FC against Club Leon. Listen, Club Leon, I feel like they're going to barely make it out of the round of 16. And when I look at Austin, unless, like I said with every single MLS team, unless if they don't make a drastic offseason change, if Austin are that same explosive team, dude, I honestly see them in the semifinals, Austin. First time in this competition, I think they can make it pretty far. I mean, Derusi, Fagundes, I mean, Stuver, when he's at his best, is a brick wall. I mean, the fan base, just the atmosphere at Q2 Stadium. I mean, they have it all for Austin, except for winning an MLS Cup and the Western Conference, but I'm sorry. It's either semifinals or finals, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be semifinals. I mean, this is Tigres and Pachuca. I wouldn't want to mess with these guys, I'll be honest with you. They're literally like the high school bullies on the Disney movie. They'll take your lunch money and push you on the locker. They'll just play with you, like literally just mess around with you. But talking about Pachuca and Tigres, I think they're going to meet in the quarterfinals, a juicy quarterfinals in Mexico. But I think I'm going to see Pachuca out of this one. I don't know. Tigres, they're a good side. But when it comes to just like we expect them, when the expectation is there, I don't know. They just dropped the ball and I don't see them. Like you saw it with who they go up against. I think they did go up against Pachuca in the playoffs and they lost. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe if it is true and my memory's not messed up, then yeah, it should be a nice rematch. But If it's not, then it should be a nice competitive game. Two beasts going at it. So I don't know, man. It's gonna be close, but I still see Pachuca moving on, going up against Austin FC in the semifinals, and that as well. I feel like is gonna be close. It is gonna be played, I think, in May. So Austin FC getting some of that experience and also losing MLS games. That's what happens when you try in the CONCACAF Champions League. You lose MLS games. I mean, just look at your boy Sounders. He played in May. I mean, we got the final in June. The second leg is in June. Like, bruh, it can put up a fight against Pachuca, but I still probably see Pachuca moving on to the finals. I don't know, man. It's gonna be close. Honestly, maybe Austin. But I still see Pachuca. I don't know. Pachuca. It's going to be close, man. It's going to be close. Hopefully, it's a juicy one. It's just a chef's kiss. So, I don't know, man. But I still see Pachuca moving on. But if Austin FC move on, that's fine. That's fine by me. I let that slide. I'll take the L. I'll move on. Now to the other side of the bracket. I'll be honest with you. This is more MLS beast heavy. We got Real España and Vancouver. I say Vancouver's moving on. LAFC also moving on. So it's going to be Vancouver against LAFC. Listen, if Vancouver, I get it. LAFC struggle playing up against Vancouver. But I don't know. This is Vancouver. And let's be honest, 99.9% of the population doesn't take Vancouver seriously. Like, that's just a fact. But I will say this, like I said, LAFC really do struggle beating Vancouver at Canada, at Vancouver. So maybe that is the high ground for Vancouver. I think I see LAFC moving on. I don't know. Atmosphere is just crazy. Players. I mean, this team is just too OP, man. Unless if they get ravaged in the offseason, then, bro, this team, I mean, they're in the easy side of the bracket. And the only thing I actually see them stopping them is Philadelphia Union, but they don't see them until the semifinals. So best defensive league, best scoring after LAFC. So they were basically the second best. They are basically, why be number one when they can be number two? They are basically like that. Just Jim Curtin's just got this team into beast mode of absolute great Lamborghini, Lexus LC, anything. It's just a brand new car. It's going to be the 2022 MLS Cup rematch in the semifinals. Should be interesting. Atmosphere is probably going to hate on us. Lots of boos when it comes to Gareth Bale. So, yeah. I still see LAFC moving on, though. I don't know, man. It's going to be a close one, like I said, but like I said, off season, if something changes, it's gonna greatly affect this prediction. But I don't know. I don't really see so. I don't think so. So for me, I think it's gonna be Pachuca versus LAFC in the final. And who do I think is gonna win? Listen, guys, I'm not trying to be biased, but this team, LAFC, it's just so OP. I mean, the buttons have been clicked on the right time. I just see them winning it. Honestly, they have a great squad. They are in great form. I don't know. This is early in the year, but I mean, Steve Cherundolo was up and running with this team immediately during match day 1 against Colorado Rapids. I'm just biased. Can we just go back to like 2020 when we had like so many tough opponents? We went against every single Liga MX team. Not this one. And we probably won't meet one until the semifinals or the finals. So, yeah, pretty easy pathway for us. Finals, though, could be a whole different story. It's going to be a challenge. It's going to be Pachuca. Great team. Just probably the best team in Mexico as of right now. So, 2 best teams. Honestly, probably those 2 will probably meet later in the Campeones Cup too. So it should be interesting. Great run from Steve Cherundolo. I think this is going to be his third trophy is going to be the best one yet. The one that we were craving for so long since that Tigres loss. And I think the job is going to be done. So, yeah, I think LAFC, for me, are going to be your 2023 CONCACAF Champions League. I'm being serious. I'm not trying to be biased, like I said. That's what I think. I just hope this is another great tournament. 2022 was just beautiful. The first of many for MLS. And honestly, I think this one's going to be another one for the tick marks and MLS. And that's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, leave a like, subscribe. And anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in spring. I'm going to go back to doing AP Bio homework because my new test just came in the grade and now I have a C and I'm going to go cry. So, yeah, like and subscribe and see you guys next time.